Hello, happy people. So I decided to make this video to clarify something. Somebody mentioned in a post on a group the following. So this was an awakening group. I'm assuming the person is meditating, taking care of themselves, trying to maintain a high energy. And she mentioned people being rude to her, maybe ruder than to others, like in a line in a shop, or people walking up sort of angry and bumping against her, maybe on purpose, maybe not. And what I would like to say, this is right in the straight middle of what I call the bird game. So basically we all have this energy inside and we all have a certain body voltage, which will be higher for a meditator, yogi, what have you, and lower for a drunk, an angry person. It's like we have two types of energy inside. One is balanced, healthy, at peace. So this goes up. And then the other one is angry, right? Just not really. So it's basically explosive, destabilizing, and stuff like that. Now, when we use aggression, the way it works is we make the second kind of energy in our body, like we get angry at something, and then we unload it off into them, right? We throw a rock, we say something super nasty, we unload that energy. The problem appears when we prepare to do that, but for whatever reason, the person we were aiming at gets out of range, right? Or they're drunk and their insult doesn't faze them, or whatever. And then we have this extra explosive energy inside of us. And it is the kind of thing that makes you sick if you keep it for too long. I see this in birds, how they do it. And they always play it off of each other. And if you want to, like somebody angers you and then runs, what you do as a bird is you run. Okay, you run barefoot and you sort of walk it off. But humans don't do that. Most humans don't always do that. We wear shoes, so there's no way to electrically discharge it. Because we don't walk barefoot on grass anymore, not that much. And what if it's a lot of energy like this? Well, then one thing you can do is to find somebody calm, like an unsuspecting victim, and just bump against them or push them. And these things will transfer electrically. They will also transfer magnetically, in fact, and I can prove this, like if you have a drunk, like a creepy drunk guy, and you're a girl, for instance, you will feel this even if they don't touch you. You will feel it if the creepy guy looks at you, you'll feel uncomfortable because he's sharing his energy through that. He's making a connection, his creepy, weird, destabilized energy with your hopefully more balanced one. Also, if he comes and sits too close, even if the drunk or weird, creepy guy doesn't smell or anything, there's no physical stuff, just the fact that you have an electromagnetic field which is balanced, and he or she, like a more destabilized person with a more messed up electro field, will sit in your field, too close, 1 meter or whatever, you're going to feel uncomfortable and you feel like leaving, or you hopefully want them to leave. Now what I'm saying is, this is a win-lose interaction, okay? So if, how do I say this? In bird terms, what you're going to see is every bird has a radius around it, and if you're like the big bird, the big rooster or something, and some idiotic, mindless, smaller bird gets into your field, first thing the rooster does is gives him a nasty look. And if a small chicken sees that nasty look, you're like, whoa, holy crap, I pissed off the big rooster, and they run away. But what if they're mindless? What if the small hen or chicken or whatever is mindless? Then they won't see the angry look. Then they have to be, be hit physically. So the way it works is the small hen or chicken or something annoys the rooster. That annoyance is the second energy I was talking about, explosive, just angry. And so if the annoying factor persists in their annoyance, the rooster will unload into him. Just with the beak, you'll get just unload all that electric energy. And just like, whoa, that destabilized energy will trigger memory and attention or everything for whoever caused the disturbance, because they just got hit. And they will first walk it off and then know to not approach that particular rooster mindless ever again. This is the bird game. This is what the birds do all the time. all the smaller birds have to be very aware of the distances between themselves and every other bird that's bigger, and the birds who are smaller, they don't count because you can do anything. So what I'm saying is, if you're basically, energetically speaking, the big bird, if you're putting your meditation, your everything, you have a big shining electromagnetic field around you, you will be attracting every smoker, every drinker, every troublemaker, every angry guy looking to blow off some steam. You are a target. They won't know why they walk your way. Consciously, they will definitely not know it. But subconsciously, unconsciously, they too have a way to navigate these magnetic fields, and they will know that there's something or somebody in that direction. And if you get close to them, and if you can bump into them, you can unload your through the shoulder hit or whatever, you can unload your shitty energy into them and pick up some of their good energy, and now they will be annoyed. You will have dropped annoyance onto them. What I do, because I follow the Aztec ways, is basically if a guy comes to bump against me, what they will do is right before the moment of impact, they will sort of max out their angry energy so that they can do a maximum unload into my body. But what if you just walk back? What if you know Kung Fu or just play the distances really well? Then they'll charge up on negative energy and then just have nobody to unload it in. It's very annoying to them. What I'm saying is this leaves them way worse than they were before. Or they come to brush against me and I might, I don't know, punch them or just do some things with energy I just poke them in the ribs or something. If you have a lot of energy and you do these things, I've seen people have all kinds of weird effects. Like from 1 or 2 fingers, they just fall down, or and in bird terms, that's why people don't mess with the big rooster. It's not just he's physically bigger, but the attention is better. It's more experience. It's more there. You may get 1 strike in, but then the following 3, 4, 5 strikes will leave you far more destabilized than you were before. So in energy terms, I found that this game, this bird game with good and bad energies, positive and negative energies, is something that, like, if you can, it's not just about making the healthy, big, awesome energy inside yourself. It's also about keeping it safe, keeping it clean. And the more magnetic you'll be, the more you'll attract both trouble and also highly charged people who will want to play with you. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share, that people don't bump against you by accident. If you let them bump into you and keep their negative vibes, so meaning you don't return the bump, you don't say anything, even if they bump into you and make an electric tactile contact and you say just blah blah back, it's still a win for them, a lose for you. Because for a tactile contact, the proper response is a tactile contact back. No need to be punching, no need to say anything. It's just, even with words, if you know what you're saying, if you can really analyze a guy, you can just break them apart. Just if you know to push the right buttons. I hope this makes sense. Wanted to share this. Energy, once built up, once clean and built up, needs to be protected, or you will attract the filthiest scum of the earth looking to get a free energy boost, which they will then very likely smoke or drink because they don't know how to deal with it. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching.